Det bestilt, håper å si, det står på ticketen, ta med alarmsender, kunden ønsker dette. Nei, det kanskje best å sette den utenfor, ja. Eller skal jeg bestille en alarmsender hvis ikke du har? Ok. Ja. Forresten, på Venterud skole så mente han elektrikeren at det sitter en alarmsender der, men den ikke koblet til, for den andre alarmsenderen, den sitter i første etasje. Ja, der sitter den ekstra. Ja, i den. Ah. Ja, han elektrikeren mente at den alarmsenderen i første inne hos han vaktmesteren, det den som riktig, og så det en alarmsender til som sitter på sentralen. Den ikke i bruk. Ah, ja, ok. Ok. Ja, det noe jeg må si fra om til Norik. Hvis vi legger inn O-plan og skal legge til et avvik, så går det ikke an å zoome inn på bildet, og da blir det veldig vanskelig å finne nøyaktig rom hvis det stor tegning. Ja. Ja. Nei. Hva da? Ringer du meg nå? Altså. Det kult. Det ser ut som ja, sånn da. Nei. Det der godkjent? Ja. Det bygget der, det minner meg veldig om det Star Wars. Hva faen heter den? Hæ? Har du ikke sett Star Wars? Det gæren. Skipet til han Han Solo. Millennium Falcon. Altså, det ikke tall på den, da. Det står ikke noe informasjon, så jeg vil si at den burde oppdateres. Så ta bildet av Opelaen, og så spør Hans Christian, hva synes du det her ligner på? Ja. Har du sett på den Team Oslo-chatten? Du ser jo mange som... Ja, den god. Ja, den. Guys, I'm now going to get some more batteries because I'm out of the 17 amp batteries. I need to get 10 more.
trapped on this ship. And it's like a prison.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Get his friend.
Or is the podcast
so this is a
being too
passage
loud?
that you end up reading through that is about struggling in the Emperor's name, losing allies and comrades around you, being the only one standing in the light. What are 3 major points of this passage as you see it, Damien? Themes that can be explored in conversation afterwards.
The labor and the struggle is inherently holy when in service of the Emperor. Loss of friends and comrades and family is a strengthening test that those before us who have fallen show us that there is a better way, and that even in death there is glory for the Emperor if done.
Those are the 3 major points in this long, flowery section that Damien reads. Now, Solomon likes to open things up for questions immediately after reading to Talos. Damien, do you like to explain the meaning of what has just been read, or let Solomon share his thoughts first?
I think now Damien is asking for Solomon's thoughts after having spent enough time, adrift on the ship and finding that Solomon is just deviating too far from the path. So this is now an opportunity to check in as like, now, Solomon, what does that mean to you?
There are parts of it that make sense, that I understand. The holiness of labor, I can appreciate that.
Good.
I see that we toil, that we work for the Emperor. But I'm unsure about these passages about loss, that to lose something is to gain strength. I don't understand how that applies. To me, every time, that we've lost the judge, how am I stronger because of that? I feel so powerless on this ship without our moral light. Even when the judge and I didn't agree, we were still forged in the bonds of this team. Vaingloriously by this Tina, rogue trader. How is this glorious for him? It seems sometimes that the universe just, and I say this to you in confidence, Damien, that it seems sometimes the universe is so cruel. There's such a random nature to it.
Random. Chaotic.
Very.
Yes, that is the heart of cruelty.
Mm-hmm.
The Emperor is order. Understand your misgivings hearing these words in our situation. Understand that we are an inquisitorial band. And so there is a man I've known for some time. More than one
What the fuck is going on?
that these tests are gifts from the Emperor. These are opportunities. Every obstacle, every hardship is a reason to smile, because they are gifts from the Emperor. Opportunities to prove yourself, to strengthen yourself. You become stronger without the judge, because you no longer have the option to rely on him in your moments of weakness. So smile.
Can you roll me a persuasion?
Yeah.
Can I get an insight from you, Solomon?
Oh man. That's a 23 persuasion.
I got a 4.
Damien is very persuasive.
Yes. Damien, you possess a wisdom sometimes clearly beyond your years. And I want you to know how thankful I am that you allow me to have access to it. I know, as I have been preaching to Talos often, that I believe in the virtue of narrowing one's mind and keeping things quite cut off, focusing only on what you can control and the tasks in front of you. But I appreciate, even in a small sense, that you have allowed me to expand my perspective. It is very helpful. It is often confusing. It's a little unknown. It's a little, sometimes I get overwhelmed. But you parcel that information in very digestible ways. And I find that very helpful. I feel very calm after we speak. It's a good feeling.
Well, good. Do not mistake a widening of your perspective for an adjusting, a realignment of it. It is important that the mind remains too small for doubt. But if the mind wanders off course, it is my obligation and my duty to pull it back into the light. The mind does not expand or contract, it remains narrow and on course. Expanding one's mind, this is where heresy, temptation creeps in through the gaps. A tight mind, a disciplined mind. This is the best defense against our enemies.
Agreed. Discipline, focus. These are valuable things. I will take this with me.
Well, good.
Now, could I interest you in a game of Regicide? I have Regicide. I've been playing a lot with Delos. And I he's okay. He's beaten me a few times, but he's not...
Same, roll me 220. You'll add proficiency, so you'll add +2.
And 6.
He got 10, so yeah, he beats you regularly.
Yeah.
That doesn't affect necessarily what you say. You can't lie though.
Yeah, he's okay. He's beaten me, all right, more than a few times. He's getting very good. I shouldn't, sorry. My mind. It's expanding.
No, stop it now.
Stop it, no. I have to cut it off. But if you'd like, I can teach you Regicide.
I know how to play Regicide.
Oh. You've known this whole time.
Yes.
Oh, a dagger through my heart.
You have...
I'm sorry. No. Yeah, take that.
Are you taking that back?
Take I'm not going to say a dagger through my heart. And but he will. You'll see that he's a little bummed out that you knew and didn't want to play this whole time.
Well,
He'd be like, well, then only if you want to play.
You have taken to today's lesson quicker and with less questioning than before. As a reward for becoming more astute to the teachings of the Emperor, we can play one game of Regicide.
Let's end the show. I've gotten everything I want. What's the time code?
I would love to get both of you to roll me. I will say we will have an intelligence saving throw. You can add your proficiency to it. Both of us? You're not proficient in Regicide, but you know how to play, so you don't, but Solomon can.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Oh, amazing. 11.
A nat 20. Okay, what I am going to say is...
Destroy me.
Oh, it's worse than that, Damien.
Oh, no.
You think you've got him set up, and you realize at the very last second that he has fooled you, and he wins, and it really makes you want to play again, because you think you can get him next time.
Oh, Damien, that was such a fantastic game of Regicide. You're very good, but you didn't see. I had you on the Valsalva maneuver. I've learned that from Talos. He got me with that before. Oh, and he'll start packing up the game. Thank you for playing with me. That was
Stop.
What's that?
Stop. Put that back.
unfurl the board. Yes.
Grab the board, like menacingly.
Yeah.
Grab the board, then slowly turn it. I'm going first this time.
Okay. Yes, best 2 out of 3.
Moves.
Yes.
Yes. Makes his first move.
All right, I need another 2 rolls for both of you. We got to see who's winning these games. So we'll do the first one, we'll see who wins, and we'll do the next one.
All right. I got you. I got you right where I want you. That's a 19.
Oh, 18.
Did you understand everything? That's what I mean. Okay, 19-18. It's a very close game, but Damien wins. Time for the tiebreaker.
Excellent.
Tiebreaker.
You tricked me. I saw that was a feint. That was excellent. One bead of sweat going on. Oh, no.
Is this Talos again?
Talos again.
Is everyone better at regicide than you?
Is everyone better be at the game I really like? Some fun.
Get avarice in here.
Oh, that's so real, man. I feel that. Are we just both a pair of dummies, or did you absolutely kill it?
I got a 10.
I got a 9.
And a close battle again, meaning Solomon just squeaks out a win.
Can I see that I've lost and then just tip the board over?
What I would say is,
and I know
roll
I've lost, but the game doesn't end in a loss.
roll me a sleight of hand, Damien, and roll me an insight, Solomon. Because the question is, can you wipe the board before he figures out he won?
Oh no. Sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Oh.
Natural 1 sleight of hand.
3 inside.
I don't want to break this guy's
Yeah.
regicide. I'm so sorry. I don't want
No,
that.
I get it.
I think Damien is so mad. He reaches out to flip the board, and when he reaches out, he grabs it to flip it, and then you're so mad you have just the mildest of perils, where the board has no friction on it, so you're trying to flip it, but you can't touch anything. And Solomon, you're looking at this and you can't figure out why, but you have so long where he's trying to flip this board and getting madder and madder, you realize you won the game. And then the perils goes away and you can flip the board.
Do you launch it?
Yeah, they'll just after a fucking
After the family guy trying to get them but just getting angry
the whole time. It's chucking game, and then I think the backhanded just forearm sweep across. The pieces all go everywhere. He stands up. He's walking away. He's not looking at you as he says as he's striding down the hall. Time's up. There's other duties aboard. The lucky strike to tend to.
Would Solomon have been able to recognize that there was some weird warp?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You watched a man reach out trying to flip a game board and he couldn't get a grip on it.
Sure. Oh my God.
But what I will say, with your superior insight,
Yeah.
you can either point out that you won, or technically this third game never ended, so he owes you another game.
Yeah. Oh, that. I think Solomon. Obviously, he's thrilled that Damien wanted to play in the first place. So
That's already a win.
Any result is a win. No matter, he could have lost all 3, could have won all 3. He was ecstatic. But seeing that reaction, it worries him a little. He's a little like, I made a mistake. But as Damien turns to leave and goes to do other duties, I think he'll just, he'll be putting the pieces back together and go, Damien!
Stops in his tracks, doesn't look at you.
And he'll put a hand on your shoulder and just go, thank you for playing. Maybe we can, we'll finish off this game. Again, there must have been a problem with the gravity on the ship. I saw things got away at the end, so we can try again.
And just forcibly just brushes that hand off of him. Walks away and says, fine.
Solomon.
Failing upwards, Solomon achieving all of his goals, his new regicide friend, and he is study, which is excellent. So, I want to see how long it takes Valentine to pick up this message.
Oh, yes.
$35 was 2D100 is the question. Okay, he gets it within the time that you are here. Because
Oh, wow,
technically,
yes.
I'm assuming you went from your conversation about the Tina information, which Avarice had said would take a week, so that was within the first 7 days. And then you sent the report afterwards, because that was the way that we played it out.
Correct.
So, 109 days later, Morgan, you get summoned by Avarice to the Astropath's quarters.
Oh my god.
There's a call for you. It's rather urgent.
Thank you. And she's gonna go see the astropath.
You step inside, the door closes behind you, you have the Nightmare Astropath in front of you,
Yeah.
as you know, asked to set on a pole, Vox Girl for mouth, quill underneath that never really gets used for writing anything, but theoretically could, and you hear a voice that says, hello, Morgan, is this you?
Yes, Inquisitor.
Obviously, it's all death threats,
You're
all
yes,
the high
very
Inquisitor
doing,
shouting
yeah.
and speak and all that,
Yeah.
but we'll just skip forwards to what's actually being said. I'd like to confirm that the code that you sent through that message is what I think it is.
Yes, we found it on the first planet with the cultists, and it worked with the second. It seems like it's underpinning all of the things that you are sending me to look at.
Yes, that is a tremendous problem. I was not aware that this force was involved in this portion of the galaxy. It would explain how everything seemed to be going wrong. I just assumed that was, the Emperor's special of things going wrong and inconveniencing this area. The problem is they are tremendously dangerous, tremendously insidious, and I'm going to need you to crank up your paranoia by about 110% from where it stands now.
I see. Yes, I will do that. I wanted you to have that because it has garnered us access to multiple things.
Good to know. Do you know anything about this phrase?
No.
Okay. This is the war cry of the Alpha Legion.
Would I have known anything about the Alpha Legion from studies?
Would you have studied the fallen legions of Space Marines? It's not something Valentine would have required, so you would have had to have an interest in it to look into it. I know you hate the
then-
Emperor's children.
yeah,
I don't know
no.
if you would have researched them or if you just would have stayed out.
I think it would be too upsetting for her, so she would not have delved in unless Valentine wanted her.
So you don't know anything about the heretic legions of Astartes. You have no idea.
Yeah, not specifics.
Holy man.
I don't know what that is.
Oh. Weakness in your education. Well, that's on me. Always a fun challenge. So, the Alpha Legion are one of the original 20 legions of Adeptus Astartes created by the Emperor, who then fell to Horus during the war and have been a thorn in everyone's side since. Unlike the other 19 legions, I say 19, acknowledging that 2 we know absolutely nothing about when they were destroyed, they specialized in infiltration, assassination, espionage, and spy warfare. They've been functioning for at least 11,000 years, with all of the incipient skill sets that amount of time working in this very specialized field requires, and apparently you have interfered with 2 of their operations at this time. I do not know how deep this conspiracy runs. I've been trying to figure out who the actual enemy in this segmentum is, and surprise, surprise, we're having issues with the Alpha Legion. You can trust no one. Undoubtedly, if you've now interfered with 2 operations, they know who you are. Not necessarily your inquisitorial ties, but they will be aware of Morgan Sharp at this point, which means we must move much faster. It will change your mission priorities and parameters. I will be moving forwards with those, and you should be tremendously careful. I would suggest collecting genome samples of everyone on board your ship, and then rechecking them every time people leave the ship and or return. Anything is possible. There is no level of paranoia that is not correct, and at this point, we are in a great deal of danger. Your mission could fail solely because our enemy is so much more capable than I'd expected. Things will seem random. They are. It's a race against time now. If they can determine your ultimate objective, they will be able to stop us, and we cannot allow that to happen.
This is a very overwhelming amount of information. Understood, Inquisitor. We have been marooned here for some time, but I will endeavor to get things back up and running as quickly as possible.
Excellent. I will be reaching out to Avarice. From what I understand, I checked with him. Your engines have been repaired at this point. You're just waiting for new missions. The parameters will change. New mission will be delivered in the coming days once we can determine the precise location.
Good. And we are down 1 member, as I know you know. I will do what I can with what I have.
You will succeed.
I will succeed in the Emperor and your name.
Excellent. Much better. Yes, failure is not an option. Again, this comes from the Imperial Regent and could change the shape of the entire galactic war. Failure is not an option. I'm not interested in what we can do. I'm interested in what we have to do. You know, the good stuff.
Yes, I will do everything within my power, and we will succeed.
Yes.
I will be more paranoid.
Yes, and remember, your power is the Emperor's, so it is limitless. Do not fail. Any further questions? This will be our last time communicating for some time, because every time we do this now, we risk Alpha Legion attention and a great deal of problems.
Yes, I understand. I'm glad this information is useful. Thank you, Inquisitor.
Okay, yes, it's been great talking with you as well. Die heretic, etc., etc. Oh, don't worry about this. It's totally fine. I'm just checking my gut. Yes, no. It's fine. It's fine. What? Stop running. It's so undignified when you run. Do this with a smile. You just hear a gunshot.
All right.
Cool.
All right. So then Morgan comes out of there and is just going to go over the intercom and is going to be like, all hands on deck. I need you to line up in the hallway in front of closet space immediately. And then she's going to let that off, and we got to scan everybody. Everybody gets to go through the scanner.
You go to Closet's quarters where you find everybody lined up. Oh, hey, why are we doing this? Talus seems like the one who would ask that question immediately out the gate. Solomon and Damien arrive and get in line.
Because I'm ordering it.
Okay. Avarice gets in line. Closet opens the door. Requiring me.
She's going to close the door before anyone gets in and talk to Closet. I need you to do scans of everyone, and especially of their genome sequencing. I need this to be put in a file that I will keep in my office only, that no one else will have access to. This will have to happen every time that people come back from the ship, before they are allowed to access any of the rest of the ship's systems. Is this understood?
Yes.
Good.
Do you require additional safety parameters, or is a single digital file enough for you?
More safety parameters than that. It will need to be encoded with my Rosette.
Understood. I will also provide you with biological samples you can store along with the testing data, so if anything is changed, we can run it against a neutral sample.
That's exactly what I want. Thank you, Closet.
Time to get blood. Are we testing you, Inquisitor?
Yes.
Excellent, Interrogator. Oh. Mistakes made. Mistakes made. I must be more cautious. I will data flagellate for this mistake.
Closet, stop. You're running a lot of computations right now. I would rather you use all of your resources to do this correctly rather than flagellate yourself.
That makes a great deal of sense. Mission commencing. He stabs out of your hand and hits. He does. But you suffer 2 points of damage. You don't need to record it because the stay is just going to continue normally. Spoilers.
Just be like,
but you find yourself bleeding and he collects it in a tube. Sample complete.
Right, I need all of this information to only go to my systems. You can have a backup for your own, but I need them to be separate for my own records.
Yes, of course.
All right, next, she's going to open the door, and she's going to stand in the door and, like, do one person at a time.
Talus comes in. Oh, hey. Ow, my hand. Okay. Goodbye. I thought I was going to get deactivated for going in there. He just trundles away.
Yep. Next, Avarice.
Yes. Of course.
Yes,
Yeah, all right. Well, I guess that's done. I'll go back outside.
Avarice, before you leave,
Yes.
I need you to run everything by me first.
Okay.
Thank you. You're dismissed.
Okay. He turns and exits. Solomon's next in line.
Solomon.
Spray puts his hand out. I say because Josh physically did this.
Sorry. Oh, this is an audio meeting?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh!
3 years of mime doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. I'm underground.
All those years in chocolate cock and France don't pay off either.
The space work I'm doing.
He cuts your arm, collects the blood.
Jeez. Oh, that's deep.
I'm not good at this. Put on a bandage and add pressure. It will be better in 6 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh.
Closet, what did you do?
I struggle with minor injuries to calculate their severity.
Did that... Lauren's just shaking her head. It's like she wasn't watching directly and just assumed he took
Yeah, you
an
look
arm off.
over and it's fine.
Yeah.
You realize he tends to just use a resuscitrant to heal any serious injury, and he's not very good at calling it. If you remember, the judge said I'm heavily injured, and he just said old people are often bleeding.
Sorry, Morgan smiles away. Thank you, Solomon. You will be fine.
You're welcome. Oh.
Damien.
Damien comes in. Why is everyone walking out of here with a stab wound?
Ow. Because they are being stabbed.
That
Laza collects the blood.
already had blood on it. Am I going to be sick?
The samples are separate?
Yes, of course.
You'll be fine,
Damien
Damien.
Proxima is being dramatic.
I see.
If he had augmetic eyes, then he would know that this was a clean sample. The flesh is weak. May I replace his eyes for future improvements?
No, Closet. Damien, please leave.
Who looks at the two of you? Every time someone asks Closet to do weird shit, there's been a theme of Damien feeling very upset by it in some way or another. So he's been told to leave by the interrogator. We can't really stick around, so we'll say, fine. We'll turn around and leave.
Samples complete. Here are your biological samples. As he's been taking them, he's been slotting them into a machine, capturing genome data. He gives you a hard drive
Great.
with all of that locked on it, as well as the tube samples themselves. They can be tested against it. He's filed it under your inquisitorial files, and he has a backup hard drive that you see him put in a safe that's actually in a bunch of safes. It's almost a pneumatic tube setup where it gets shunted away and you don't know where in the room it is. As you look around, you realize he's a bunch of data vault safes that are all hooked into the system. You could never tell which one he sent compared to any of the others mixed in here. So no one on your crew would be able to casually find it, even if they were looking for it.
Perfect. Closet, did you have any samples of the judge? I know you've operated on him before when we came back from our last mission.
Let me check. No. I burned all contaminants from the system. We have no records of his genome. Otherwise, it would be possible for judges to be targeted with viral and other weapons.
I see. That may be a problem for us.
How?
Hoping that the judge comes back to us. We will need to be sure he is who he says he is.
Is there a risk of the judge being replaced?
Yes.
Oh. I have a record of all of his augmetics, their shape, type, and overall metal components required for repair. I can test him against his own augmetics. It's a nat 20. The original is a nat 1.
Damn.
Perfect, Closet. Keep those records on file, and we will have to test that before we allow him full access to the ship upon his return, which I hope is a problem we will have to face.
Yes, the only risk will be if someone has removed every one of his augmetics and put it into a similar scaled body.
Would you be able to tell if that sort of surgery was done recently on a person?
Depending on scarification, it is possible, but at the same time, it would be a subtle injury, which can be tougher to spot.
Subtle flesh injury. Right.
Bandage your arm. It will be better in 3 days.
As you were, Closet.
I am as I am. Praise the Omnissiah. And he circles back through his hold to begin work. You've collected your genomic samples. You have a relative security
Flesh is
of constancy
weak.
amongst the crew that are with you. But now you know the Alpha Legion are watching you. The Alpha Legion are watching everyone. And your missions will now be more dangerous than they ever were before.
This episode of Agents of the Inquisition features the voices of Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, Josh Halbert, and Tyler Hewitt, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Agents of the Inquisition's artwork was created by Del Borovic. Our theme song is The Hordes by Megan McDuffie, and our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Cheaps by Jazzar, whose music was provided by freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum Dums and Dice, including merchandise, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. If you want to support the show or get an ad-free version, go to dumdumdice.com/join. That's dumbdice.com/join. Again, that's dumbdumbdice.com/join. Though the team is working under special condition, this podcast isn't. So tell your friends about Agents of the Inquisition and join us next episode. Rabute Gilliman himself commands it.
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Madre de Gatos, Garbo Ape, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marie, Dia de los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lale, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Your Homeboy Bones, Ellis Hatch, Indigenous, Guy Koa, Squire Solaire, Sandy Sassy Pants, Amira Lockhart, James Molina, Nick Hempsing, Mickey Blake, Corpse Knight Silver, Adam Beer 101, The Dankler, Lady Destiny
Hey, I'm Ernie Deacon from the fully improvised comedy podcast Hello from the Magic Tavern. I'm here with my co-hosts, Chud the Talking Badger, Bing Bong, and Usador the Wizard.
I greet thee, listeners.
Look, I'm trapped in the magical land of Foon, so I started a podcast interviewing elves, unicorns, and other weirdos. We have great guests like Felicia Day, Jason Mantzoukas, Brennan Lee Mulligan, Amy Mann, and so many more. Oh, and I think one time we interviewed a sentient shoe. I hope it was sentient.
Not to mention the evil people we've had to interview. How I hate evil.
Join us as we bar crawl across the magical land of Foon,
Looking for adventure.
getting caught up in escapades. Hello from the Magic Tavern is available right now on your favorite podcast app and ad-free and with lots of bonus content on Patreon. Subscribe to Hello from the Magic Tavern today.
While waiting for repairs on the Lucky Strike to be completed, our party has learned that the situation is more dire than even they had imagined. In a conversation with Valentine, a crisis conversation knowing that a psyker's life was sacrificed to make the conversation even possible, Valentine revealed that the Alpha Legion is somehow involved in this area of the galaxy and that they must be aware of our party at this time. Not all of the particulars, but one of the Emperor's 20 legions of Adeptus Astartes is actively opposing the party in this area. Morgan collected genetic samples from everyone, and you know that your next mission will be coming even faster than it would have previously to try to stay ahead of the Alpha Legion's ability to track your actions. We've already done Bible study. Everyone's done the training that they anticipated doing. The engines are repaired. You're waiting for your mission. And because this has been 137 days that you spent here, each of you has had time on your own, in addition to all of your duties and other things, to focus on one area of your experience to train specifically. If you can tell me how you trained it, I will give you proficiency in a skill of your choosing due to your focused downtime.
Well, excuse me. Well, la-di-da.
I will start with you, Damien. What are you training in? What do you gain proficiency in? And how do you gain proficiency in it?
I think it's got to be athletics for Damien. I think he's very much not a physical person coming into this inquisitorial band, and I think just the constant drilling and training, even going as far back as when the judge was still here and things like that, and just all of our extra time spent, adrift between missions and things like that. I think it's just going to come naturally, that drilling, repetition, training, it's going to build the athleticism component, whether he's intentional about it or not. And I think being out of the prison cell that he's been in for the last 5 years as well, even his holy labor, right? Even his repentance and those sorts of acts and labors and things like that, being in a space that he can kind of move around more freely and things like that, he's just going to pick up, like, he's going to build up stamina where he didn't have stamina.
And with the amount you're eating, having come
Yeah.
from Ravenstrike, you now have a collection of better meats, more sweets,
Yeah.
all those things. It means you have calories in a world that is always calorie light, especially coming from an isolation cell. So between the food, the exercise, there's no need to roll for this. You just get it. That's
I think the intention is not about the result, but the intention is there of, like, through Damien's, like, body, these, like, acts of, again, service or self-flagellation or whatever it may be. It's just like moving in his body is something that he wasn't. It's a weird privilege he didn't have for the longest time. Basically, being in like solitary confinement.
Well, you're also working on the engine, so you're lifting parts, you're moving things back and forth. You're training in combat with Solomon. You've been doing your psyker combat drills.
Yep.
Morgan's throwing random things at you. There's a lot of opportunity to move. Yeah, absolutely. The tax has been paid, but the gains are aplenty. Damien the Swole has joined the party. Morgan, what about you?
Morgan realizing the situation with Closet and him not quite understanding flesh wounds, and then also thinking about her party going down in battle, that obviously the boys have miraculous healing. I think she wants to work both with Closet and herself on medicine, on understanding more how to patch up those smaller wounds, to do those sorts of things. I think she would also bring Avarice into it, because she knows that Avarice is willing to do things for the team, that if Morgan and Avarice both would be like, okay, we'll get wounds, and then I will try and fix both of us. So she would do it on herself and
so
Avarice.
Just gets injured and then healed.
Yes.
Incredible.
Yes.
I will give a +2 to Closet's medicine as well when he is rolling in future, because he had to teach you, so he is innately getting better at the fine injuries of medicine, of just small cuts, bruises, understanding more of the human element. The flesh is weak, but he is learning to repair it alongside you. You will receive that proficiency. He has more than enough tools and expertise to make that
That's
happen.
exactly what I want. I also wanted Closet to have more understanding of it too, so that's perfect.
He gets an additional +2 to medicine. Solomon.
Originally, I was thinking about taking acrobatics. Like, I thought, oh, this would be a good time. He's practicing with the glaive. But then I thought he's not acrobatic. He's not doing acrobatic things. He's not live. His legs are still fucked. He's
got to be in that 10% Talos crowd.
Yeah, right. He's struggling. So I thought, after the conversations that I've been having with Talos and with Damien, I thought this would be a good time to take a proficiency in insight.
I like that.
Yeah, he's learning more how to take in information, how to read people, how to, he's trying to get better at not just cleaving people over the head with himself and letting that happen in reverse. He's trying to become more insightful.
I think I'll give you that proficiency as well. He's spending more time listening. He's being more careful instead of just barging in. It's something that's been brought up in conversation a lot, so that feels fully justified to me. You have the proficiency. You get to add the additional, I believe it's +2 to any time you roll that as well. You have all achieved these goals. You've grown as people. All of these things have happened. When Morgan, you get a buzz over the intercom in your captain's quarters that just says, I'm supposed to take us to the warp now. I'm assuming that's acceptable. Make our way to the target before I give her the briefing.
Yes, sounds good. Thank
Well,
you,
guys,
Avarice.
I'm at the destination,
And he hits the
so I
intercom
will
roll.
stop the
Warp
stream.
in 3, 2, 1, and
I have to see if there is
as
any
you are drawn out of your
new
current
errors on
reality
the system.
into the warp, clearly on your way to another target.
Of course,
Avarice
all
over the intercom says, "I'll meet you at the mess hall.
Parking slots are taken now.
I'm imagining you all make your way there. Are you sitting in your standard spots? Do you get snacks? What are you doing? You've had 2 briefings now, so this is your 3rd.
Yeah.
How do you prepare for that?
Actually, I'm thinking that Morgan will
Yay, there
go
is one
over the intercom
available.
and say,
Almost.
before meeting Avarice in the mess hall, Damien Solomon, please come to my quarters.
Okay, alrighty. They make their way to you.
And as they get in there, Morgan is going to give Damien her necklace. Say, I just wanted to speak to the private. I discussion with Inquisitor recently. Passed on to him the password that you found, Damien. The
Yeah.
conspiracies that we encountered in our missions. The unfortunate thing is that it now makes our
So, yeah, I will see you guys later.